Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the darker side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. And welcome to the good stuff then, guys and gals. This is the already awesome Crime Scene Cleaner, developed by President Studio, published by Playway, and it's usually available for £20.99/$24.99, but is included with Xbox Game Pass, so that is a win. So basically, our guy, Kolavsky, needs some big money to save his daughter's life. And how to get it? Well, he ain't good enough for OnlyFans, so he decides to get in the shady world of crime scene cleaning. Grab a mop and a sponge, because this is going to get doity. So, as you'll see, in terms of videos, I'm going to do all levels separate first, and then one big huge one at the end. Purely because it's a long enough game, and there's plenty of stuff going on. So, with that being said then, let's crack on with level 1, shall we? Called Bad Call. Let's do it. So, this is, I mean, you think this is, we've all probably pretty much played Power Wash Simulator and stuff like that. We think you got to do just one thing and then wash a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot more that seems to be going on in this game in terms of we've got to collect, we basically, for the achievements, we have to basically 100% every level, and that includes completing, finding all evidence, clean 100% of the blood, and fix and replace 100% of the furniture as well, which of course we'll get into in just a little bit. But we can already grab our first achievement pretty much straight off the bat here. If you click in the left stick, you can sprint as well, by the way. Click in the right stick, you can crouch. Open up the tailgate right there for a little bit later on. But if you press the select button, and you can scroll over to music there at the top. I press either go at left stick or right bumper. Sorry, I forget which one it is. But obviously this is our little sort of iPad thing, basically where we can upgrade our skill points, where it tells us what to do and what buttons to press in order to get to everything. But basically, there we go. If we scroll over to music, we'll get the Bittersweet Symphony. That one. Yeah, that song and that achievement done already. So, there you go then. So we will tell you, there we go, as I said, just showed you. It'll tell you if you need help with some buttons. It's all on your little onion iPad type thing. Press the X button to open up the door. And what we're going to do is we're going to head straight up the stairs. Now, what we're supposed to do, usually the game wants us to go straight up the stairs. What we're going to do is not go there. We're going to turn to the right, go past the cones, and we're going to find this first little secret area. And again, we're going to get some achievements just popping off right here. So hold the right bumper to punch the boards out of the way. We're going to get an achievement for punching a whole bunch of boards in just a minute. So we're not going to be doing any crime scene or cleaning of the scene of the crime. We're going to just be doing other stuff. So here is the first secret then, the hidden apartment. And it's a pretty crappy apartment in all fairness, but you know, it is what it is. So you can see the boards in the windows again. We are going to smash these open because, you know, we've got rage that the insurance company messed our daughter up. So this is what we are being resorted to. I hate... Yeah, insurance companies, yeah. Insurance companies do suck. Anyway, doing that enough, now you should get the, I don't know, it's called like Bob Rigor Mortis achievement, whatever it's called. Should pop in a minute, there it is. But if we open up the drawer there, we can get some money as well. Now, right, let's just go and punch these boards as well, because we do need to come out here anyway. But basically, finding the 3 secret areas and the cassette tapes doesn't go with the 100%, but it does give you more skill points in order to upgrade your stuff a lot quicker. So let's just head to the opposite side of the window right there. We can find some money on the floor. We'll go into this little room, turn it to the left where you can see a secret key, or it's called a lucky key. Sorry, so grab that quote-on-quote lucky key, pick up the urn or steal it, and that'll give you some more money as well. So, of course, we're just going to try and steal as much stuff as we can come across, you know, because that's the whole I mean, that's the joy of it, pretty much, isn't it? Especially when it comes to American healthcare, since, you know, you go in to get a splinter out of your finger and that's going to cost you $3,000 or something ridiculous. American healthcare. Arson. Right, head out the window and then head up these laddery steps right here. And then we can pop the ladder down with the X button. And then spin it around, and ta-da, let's just go down. There is also another achievement for not breaking anything throughout one entire mission, but there is a bit of a bug that we can use in our favour, which we'll get at the very end of the level. Pick up the key then from the box, lucky key number 2. Head down to the end of the alleyway. There's only one thing we need, and that's more money. And that more money is right underneath these, so you can throw stuff, so pick something up with the right trigger. You can either drop it with the right trigger again or press and hold the right bumper to throw it. So pick up that more money. Hey, some of that internet money, you guys. Head straight through with the door with the love heart on it. And incredibly enough, there's a little basketball court in here, which is just awesome. Because why wouldn't you want a hidden basketball court? 2, it's going to get us an achievement. And what you're supposed to do is basically just score a hoop. So basically just score. But it's pretty difficult, so what we're going to do it the slightly cheeky way, and we're going to get our buns right underneath the hoop, and in a way, it might be easier to crouch. For some reason, I didn't think of crouching, but basically just press the right trigger to release it, or, the right bumper to hold and throw it up. Hopefully, you'll be able to get it up through the hoop like that, and that is a cheaper way to get the basket case achievement. But that's a lot easier than doing it the legit way. So from there, turn to the right. I do apologise. I didn't think I was going this quick in the game, but apparently I was. So I do apologise if I'm going a little bit quickly right here. But we are into this little room, definitely full of plants and nothing else dodgy at all. Head all the way around until you see this locked gate. Open it up with the lucky key that we should have got. We should have got 2. Pick up the first secret cassette, and this will actually get us the Strawberry Fields Forever achievement. Chai chins, no chins, 6 chins, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that's the secret cassette. Plus, you want to get that box, which definitely didn't have anything dodgy in it either. But that's all there is in the non-dodgy, just delicious-looking flowers. My secret shame. Grab a little bit of money there from the bottom shelf as well before we head on out. So, yeah, do apologise if I am going a little bit too quick here, guys and gals. If that is the case, you can slow the video down anyway on your YouTube settings. But yeah, didn't think I was going this fast. Turns out I was, so my bad. Right, so we head up. We'll just go straight down. We can't get into the dealer's apartment yet, so we have to come straight back down the way we came. Head to the right. We are effectively done with this area. Now, there are other little items like this, eviction notices and things like that, which don't count for anything. They are just story stuff. So you don't have to worry about picking those up if you don't want. But get out of the hidden apartment. Now we can head up the stairs. Again, this thing in front of us, the eviction notice or whatever it is. Again, it's just for story stuff. Doesn't count towards the 100%. But from here, instead of going left, have a look at the open window here on the right. Jump up, crouch down again, clicking the right stick in. Take your time, shimmy to the left. And here we found another secret area. Now, like I said, in terms of the 100%, you've got to replace 100% of the furniture, 100% of the trash as well, sorry. Get rid of the 100% of the trash and clean 100% of the blood. That is what will get us. So basically, you can see on the left-hand side there, just decided to do a little bit of bottle smashing. But you can see on the left where it says apartment, that is basically what your quests are going to be and what we have to do to 100% it all. So, get back inside. I'm just throwing bottles for fun because, yeah, I've got a pretty menial life. So, smashing bottles is apparently my chill-out zone. Oh, man, I suck. Right, so what we actually need to do, instead of being a hard man and smashing bottles, yeah, I'm hard. I'm so pissed off with insurance companies right now. We will go over to the right-hand side of the door, pick up this box, throw it away. Yeah. And we can pick up the key. And this is going to be the key to apartment 23. It's very weirdly hidden. Imagine being a delivery driver. Mate, I can't find number 23. Go get your own damn food. Right, so here we go then. As you can see then, dealer's apartment on the left. Pick up the key as well. There's another key here. But we've got to wipe all the blood. We've got to gather all the evidence. Get rid of all the trash. And move all the furniture. That's what we've got to do for the 100%. But if we go into the bathroom here on the right, hold the left bumper. And as you can see, you've got detergents, your mop, your sponge, garbage bag, garbage can, and your bucket. So if you highlight the bucket and now go under the tap and then press the right trigger to release it, that will fill it up automatically. Now, I will show you a couple of do's and don'ts and sort of how this thing works. Now, don't bother using detergent just yet. You can use detergent if you want, but for like hard floors and stuff like that, wooden hard floors, you don't need detergent. Detergent only comes in handy for like carpets and things like that. You'll get your first achievement here for basically wiping up the blood. Now, you can track blood in through your boots. So this isn't just like everything's perfectly in one place. Also, keep a look at the bottom right-hand corner of your mop. Once it starts getting a bit red, and your mop, if you have a look, it starts getting a little bit red, it means obviously that you need to clean your mop. If you keep on cleaning with blood on it, as you'll be able to see in just a moment, because I'll show you, you'll just leave one big fat blood stain. So obviously you do that too much, and you're just going to leave extra blood everywhere, and it's just going to take a little bit longer. So basically, have a few wipes and then go ahead and get your mop bucket, your mop nice and clean. As you can see, I've just stained it even more with blood, so we don't need to do that. So, like I said, it'll turn red as well, your mop bucket on the your mop icon on the right-hand side, so you need to give it a few splashes with the right trigger. So make sure you're hovering over it with your mop right there. Yeah, so make sure you're hovering over it. Tap the left bumper as well if you want to get rid of the mop quickly. And as you can see as well, if there's too much blood about, especially in your bucket as well, it will leave blood stains behind. So again, that's something else to worry about and think about. So again, just get your mop bucket out, left bumper, and then right trigger underneath the tap there. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to get another achievement here for spilling the mop bucket 15 times. So we'll just go ahead and do that before we crack on with the rest. So basically, just put it on the floor as you're walking backwards. Do that 15 times, and that'll get us another achievement. So yeah, achievement's going to be popping quicker, a lot quicker than the guys who are dead in this building. So there we go, lovely. So like I said, for any wooden hard floors, you can just leave the water in the bucket. But we're going to close the door, have a look at the table on our left to find a little wallet of something. That's just some money. Plus, we need to flush the toilet in every level. So press the X button when you are next to the toilet. Again, we have to remember, even if you don't, you can come back to the level and then flush whatever it is that you didn't miss. But just in case, let's do it now. So flush the toilet, grab the ring from the sink. And then the only bit of blood in this bathroom is the blood just around the sink. So, I mean, Dudesky must have been having a hell of a time in here. So we can get out our sponge again. Hold the left bumper, hover over your sponge icon, and then just press the right trigger to use it. The sponge will be exactly the same as the mop then. So if you see there's a little bit of blood on it, just go back to your mop bucket, press the right trigger over the mop bucket in order to give it a little clean. Again, you don't want to be smearing blood all over the walls, because apparently that's not our job. And, you know, we need to do our job to get paid and stuff, even though we're stealing a bunch of stuff as well. But that's cute, that's cute. Right, so let's go ahead and just clean this first room here. So obviously, just remember what I said then. Remember, try not to walk through the blood, because you can track. Basically, you get your shoes full of blood, and you can just make more marks like that. Again, keep an eye on your mop icon and your mop. Make sure that it doesn't get too red and bloody. Now, what I do, if I see that there's a little bit of blood stain on the mop, I'll just go back and give it a clean. Also, your mop bucket can get stained with blood as well. You'll see that there will be flicks of blood eventually. So if that's the case, I always just go ahead and what you do is press the right trigger and then press the right trigger again when you're underneath the tap. And that will automatically fill your bucket with clean water. Also, again, a lot of information, but pressing the Y button, as you can see, highlights potential blood that you may have missed. So if you are worried that you may have missed a spot of blood somewhere, just go into a corner of a room, press the Y button, and as you have been seeing, it'll flash up purple, which again will make things nice and easier for you and us. And, god damn it, stupid blood. Okay, so yeah, obviously you can pick up the bucket and then press the left button to put it away. But as I said, press the right trigger. If you want to clean your bucket, press the right trigger to pick it up and then press the right trigger again to put it down underneath the tap. And that'll automatically give you some fresh water. Again, I do apologize. It is a lot of information going on here. But hopefully it's something that we can just get used to quickly. And we can have fun with the game. But right, so providing you think you are done, and we're all done and dusted and gusted and muck-busted. Oh no, don't remind me of the muck-busted era. Jesus Christ. Open up the door and well, we've got lots of stuff to do. Again, try not to go through all of the blood, making any more track marks. So what we'll do, we'll just get our sponge out and we'll clean up this little part. First of all, now obviously our main objective is to basically clean up all the blood. It's just easier to do that. So clean the pillows and clean the couple of boot prints. You should be good to go now. Now, when you probably just noticed it, but when you've cleaned something fully, you'll get that little blue sort of shine, or whatever that was, to indicate that you've fully done it. So pick up the guitar, and again, just like the toilet, we need to play a couple of guitars. Here is our first opportunity, so press the X button a couple of times. That will count as 1 out of 3 or 4 times, I think, throughout the rest of the game. But we're just going to pop the guitar over here for the time being. And we're also going to do the same with the pillow. Just pop it over to the right underneath the window. And the same with this candlestick. Just get that out the way at the minute. They're not covered in blood. They're good to go. But we can pick up our first piece of evidence here, which is the dealer's phone. Again, we have to find the evidence in every level. And there are 5 in this apartment, and there's 4 in the attic a little later on. Right, so for now then, what we can do is just go ahead. Again, don't worry about detergent. Don't do what I do here, because you don't have an unlimited supply of detergent. So just use water on the wooden hard floor. So again, for now, just keep on cleaning up the blood. Keep an eye on your mop. As soon as it starts getting red, go and give it a clean. As soon as you see some flecks of blood in your mop bucket, go and change the water. And I just realised, because I put so much blood, because I put so much blood in the mop, god damn it, more stupid blood. Anyway, that's something we'll just learn. And, well, I bet you just had a nice couple of minutes without my voice there for 5, didn't you? I'm sorry I spoke so much. Well, you still love me. I assume you're still here and you still love me, so love you guys. Oh my god, it's a ghost chair! Of course, always remember to keep pressing Y to see, if you've missed any little flicks of blood. And remember, you can still knock the bucket of water over, which I do a couple of times. So just put it in a place where you think you won't be able to knock knock it over. Now, every time you do pick up a piece of furniture, when you get close to where it's supposed to go, it'll tell you where it's supposed to go, and it'll tell you where to go by pressing the Y button anyway. Almost flicked over my water right there. So you picked up the, so you just picked up the table and the candlestick. So we pop that there. Again, the ghost chairs will just pop. We won't poop. We'll pop over there. Yeah, I'll try that again. And again, we're just going to sponge the rest of our way in. So hopefully, you know, you've sort of, coupled with my advice, hopefully you've got a thing down now of sort of what to do and sort of what to look out for. You know, giving your items, giving your sponge and your mop a clean when needed, changing the mop bucket water when needed as well. But all we're going to be doing then is just cleaning out this bloody part of the area and putting the furniture back. So again, as I said, there's a bit of blood in the bucket, so let's go back. Underneath the tap, press the right trigger, it'll drain it and automatically put some more in. That's the last time I mention that now. I think, I'm hoping, you should have got that by now. So, yeah. Yeah.
I should use a sponge.
So yeah, when you think that you've done enough mopping up the blood, we can put, why do you keep saying poop? Put some of these cushions back. So again, like I said, if you do get lost or you don't know where things go, just go ahead, press the Y button, of course. That'll show up where it's supposed to go. These brown cushions will go on these ghost chairs. I still call them ghost chairs. They're not. They just fly for me incredulously. But we can just put the table back by holding the right trigger right there, as you can see. Just get rid of this cushion as well. We'll give it a little bit of a, oh, there we go. Nice. Nice, brand new. And so we'll just pop that one back. Oh, some money on the floor. Make sure to grab some money on the floor. Book doesn't do anything. It's overcoming aggression. Could be worth a very good handy read for a lot of us, I reckon, including me. I am aggressive at being stupid. Anyway, so for the most part then, the furniture's done. We're just going to crack on with the cleaning. And again, just like the table here, we just got to hold the right trigger on the pictures to put them back as well.
Interior design is my passion.
Alright, so that is this room done and dusted. So again, like I said, we'll just put the guitar back. So again, like I said, if you are still unsure, go to the corner of the room, press the Y button just to make sure that there are no little specks of blood. But if you are happy enough, let's go ahead and just change the water. Always just change the water before we get into a new room, just in case. New room, new start, new me, new year, new me. And it's the same us as it always is, isn't it? We always say that. New year, new me. And we end up being the same awesome people that we always were. Right, so now we got to highlight the garbage can. And then press the right trigger on all the broken items. So if you are highlighting multiple items, you can actually hold the right trigger and that'll get rid of a couple at the same time. Just saves a few seconds here and there. But again, as I said, for the 100%, we need to get rid of all the trash as well. So all of the broken bits of stuff, which we are going to do. So once you've done that, we'll pop out our mop. Now again, like I said, for the hard floor, God damn it, almost tipped it. For the hard floor, obviously water is fine, but we do need detergent for rugs and carpets and basically anything that isn't hard floor. So again, just have a little nip around here. Oh, look at that. Another cushion we can do. And put that back. Put that back. Put that thing back where it came from. Also help me. Bum, bum, bum.
I should use a sponge.
Let's put the mop away then. Once you have done the hard floor, we'll just put that one back. That definitely looks like a time-traveling machine. That does go on the table, but I'll just screw it. I'll just leave it on the floor, apparently, for now. And now, well, we'll go and change our water again. So obviously, like I said, you don't obviously have to follow exactly what I'm doing here. I'm only showing these levels all at once in order to just show you basically where all the evidence and everything is. But you can do it. You can do anything in any order you particularly like. Now, as you can see, I've run out of detergent because I used it on literally nothing because I am literally an idiot. But if you go ahead and press the right trigger, so hold the left bumper, highlight whatever it is that you want. So obviously in our case, detergent. Then press the right trigger. That'll put you to another menu where you can choose a different detergent. And it'll be the same with mops and everything as we upgrade through the game. So obviously we've run out of clean detergent or cleaner. So we're going to have to use strength detergent. That's why I told you to basically not use the detergent yet because we didn't need it earlier. But now we do for the rug. Oh, God damn it. Not only that, I've also spilled blood all over the curtains. My life. So, go ahead, go back, do the same thing that I just did without tipping water and blood all over the bloody curtains. Oh, boys, watch this for skill now. Clean the bloody handprint on the table. With the other hand, bop, pick up a little bit of, steal a little bit of money right there. Oh, with still a sponge in hand. I'm like a machine of sorts. But right, so once you have stolen that bit of money on the table and you've cleaned everything that you possibly can, including the rug, of course. Oh yeah, and including apparently my completely curtainated, beef marinated blood stains on the curtain. That, again, should be all there is. There is a bit of evidence in this room that we will collect. The evidence is easy enough to see, but I'll just show you where it is. Oh, and we'll go ahead and pop this cushion back. So, there we go. Again, we need to leave no evidence at all that anything has happened here. So, pop the time-traveling machine back on the table. That is nothing. So we don't need to worry about that. But again, press the Y button just to make sure there's no little flicks of blood that you may have missed. Otherwise, the next piece of evidence here is on the desk next to the... Well, you can see it. It's a phone. Pretty obvious what that is. But we should now be done for this little side room, dining room, whatever you want to call it. Now into the kitchen where we see our first body. And it is the guy who, well, this guy sucks. We'll learn a little bit more about this guy in just a moment. So, again, what I would do is, if you need to change the bucket of water, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're just going to basically make a little bit of a path for us so we're not so we're not stepping in blood and then tracking it everywhere. So, again, obviously right trigger, you know how to clean stuff by now. So, we're just going to make this little bit of a path here. There's a lot more rubbish as well to pick up and a piece of evidence sticking out of his back. And it's pretty big evidence if there ever was. A big knife. Nice. But let us go ahead. I'm just going to get the garbage can out now. And you can see, again, everything's always highlighted. Everything that you need to collect will be highlighted. Which, again, makes things a lot easier for us. Oh, and one more thing I should have said earlier on. Two things in the settings that we need to... Or, well, you don't have to, but it just makes it easier. Turn the bob head setting off. Also, when your garbage bag is full, what you're supposed to do is take it out to the truck. So just press the right bumper there to take it out. But there's a little lift just outside the window that we're going to be doing. So we'll grab that one a little bit later on. But yeah, if you go into settings, turn head bob off and toggle the sprint. So toggle the sprint button. So you only click it in once to sprint if needed. But yeah, we'll just go ahead, pick up all the garbage. So just outside the window to our left as well is a lift. So that's where we're going to put all the bodies down and all the garbage bags down so that we don't have to keep going up and down the stairs. Pick out the knife there from the dude's back. Also, there is an achievement for collecting a whole bunch, a specific amount of garbage as well, but we can just literally replay levels if we need to. So that's nothing to really worry about too much. So just go ahead and move the dudeski right here. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I just need to clean the blood, that's all. Hope you don't mind. I mean, of course you don't mind, because you're... you ain't going to mind, because you're dead. In fact, I'm cleaning your house for you, you son of a... Anyway, so go ahead, clean up the blood. Not a lot else going on in the kitchen. We've done all that we can. We'll grab a sponge, just get rid of the blood from the shelf, and we'll put the shelf back by holding the right trigger on it. And then the next piece of evidence is right there, the notepad just outside the window, the customer's list. You know, this guy wasn't exactly a saint of life, was he? For now, we can't open up the window, but we will in just a moment. But if we have a look just underneath the microwave, the top left drawer, there is a little bit of meth, flicks, and chill that we can pick up for some more money. Otherwise, that is pretty much that for the kitchen for now. So, from here then, we can just go into the next room. Again, the pizzas and the pizza box do count as trash. So if you want to just add up the trash there, you can do that. For, of course, the picking up 100 pieces of trash achievement. But for now, we're going to go back to where the bathroom was. Or is. And we're going to punch out these boards here on the right-hand side. Now, if we just have a little jump out, we'll just punch that one out of the way as well. So we'll jump out of here, and now on the right, just shimmy across the ledge carefully. And this is the lift I was talking about, where we're going to put everything up and down and all around. So for now, we just head up. There is a secret room that we're going to go into in about 30 to 40 seconds. But for now, what we're going to do, turn around. And then if you have a look up, we are just outside the dude's kitchen. I think his name's Tyler. We're outside Tyler's kitchen. But if you punch the boards out of the way, then we should be able to open that up. And that will be... Again, so this is going to save us carrying the body and the bin bags down. We can literally just throw it over. But what we'll do, go back in the lift, press the yellow button again to go down, turn around, punch out these boards again, because we're so hardcore. We're like Chris Redfield from Resident Evil when he's smashing up a boulder. But here is the next secret area and the next cassette tape over on the right-hand side with some money to steal. Again, there is also an achievement for stealing $50,000. And there is also an achievement for popping 30 balloons and destroying 30 objects. But again, if you don't get them through natural gameplay, you can just literally replay a level and go again. Do the achievements that you need. So steal the big love hand. Steal the little thing on the table as well for another $100. And that is it. You don't need to steal toilet roll because that's not going to... You're not going to get a lot of money for random bog roll and a saw chilling out on the TV. Man, these people have some goddamn problems. But that is that for that secret area. Now we can head back up. And we can actually just go straight through the window into the kitchen now that we have gotten this one done. But as you can see, we've just got a little bit of blood left and one more piece of evidence left to collect. And it's going to be in the next caching room. Let's go ahead and change the mop bucket water. So we're going to do that. We'll pop that back. And then eventually I will go and grab that last bin bag as well. Just to put it out by the kitchen. Remember the one that I put out by the front door earlier? So again, it just saves a lot of time going up and down the stairs. It's just a pain in the old Kowalski. So I'll just go ahead and grab that one now, just to put it outside of the window. There we go. Again, incredibly, no one's even seen us or heard us roaming around the halls, which is nice. But as we go in, straight in front of us is the cache with the letters 6 on it. And then all we're going to do is just, mop up this little bit of blood. And that is going to be all the blood done in the dealer's apartment at the very least. Oh, I tracked some, did I? Well, I'm so sorry. Oh, Jesus. Calm down. Calm your ass down, boy. Okay, right. Now let's go ahead, mop up the rest of this blood. And this, like I said, we should now have everything done from the dealer's apartment, so we don't have all the chores or the tasks have been completed. Oh my God, there's another body. So, Tyler wasn't just a drug dealer, apparently. He also liked murdering people. Murdering girls. That's, God damn you, scumbag. But, yeah, alright, Kowalski, that's, you didn't need to slam her down that bad. I know she can't feel it, but still, a bit of respect and all that. But like I said, all the tasks have been completed in the dealer's apartment. Now what we're going to do is head up, of course, to the attic, where we do have another 4 pieces of evidence to collect. We're going to wipe up all the blood and dispose of the paintings. But we're just going to make a little path here, so we're not tracking any more blood around. So I'm just going to get rid of a lot of blood off the floor. And once you've either cleaned up all the blood off the floor or you've got a nice little path to the door in front of us, if we turn to the right, well, there's some weed in front of us, but if you turn to the right, you can see that there is another tap. So we are going to go ahead, grab our bucket. Careful. Careful. Oh, yeah. Careful. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh, yeah. Careful. Damn, we made it. So there we go. That's just saves us a trip or 3, having to go back and forth to the main bathroom. But on the right-hand side there, just by the stairs, is the next and final cassette tape, as it turns out. So That's, again, this isn't for the 100%, but it does give us some more skill points in order to upgrade our stuff for later levels. That's why it's always handy grabbing those too. But let's whip out our mop and basically just... Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Right, I got it. I got it. Having a bit of a seizure or something right there. But let's just go ahead and clean up the rest of the blood in this room. And now that appears to be done. We have, like I said, another 4 pieces of evidence that we're going to grab. And the first 2 are right on the left-hand side on the corkboard just out of the door. We have a couple of photos, 2 to grab, so make sure to grab both of these. But that is it for this little attic-y room. You can have a look at the book as well, but again, that is just some story stuff. Ropes and knots. Man, our guy was clued up, unfortunately. So, let's head through the door to the left. Again, you got to grab your mop bucket because there's something even worse that we're about to have a look at. So if we head into the next room... Okay, that is a really tied up dead person. These are the paintings, by the way, we need to punch. But if we just have a look on this desk here, you can find 2... and 3. So 2 small and 1 big package. That is so we can steal for some money. For some more money. And have a look at the desk just in front of the dead person. The camera. That is the 3rd piece of evidence in this room. So, I guess there's nothing else to do except give it a little bit of a clean. Now, we do... Oh, jeez! That's my frustrated grunt, apparently. Gigi. So, yeah. You've probably heard manlier frustrated grunts, but that's my one. Okay, let's compose ourselves. Let's compose ourselves, everyone. Right. Let's go ahead and put some detergent in. Now, again, remember that if you have run out of detergent like me, because I stupidly used it earlier, like a muppet... Press the right trigger on the detergent, get your strong one out. We are going to need this detergent. As you can see, it'll show you when it's full, half full, etc. But we do need this detergent in order to clean up the sheets or whatever it is that the unfortunate soul is on. So just clean up all the blood off here. Oh, sorry, I just kind of got a... There's just a bit of blood under your, I'm sorry. Do not haunt me. Alright, that looks pretty good right now. Okay, so I don't think there's still a little bit of... In fact, no, we're all done. No, that is it. Blood is done. So you don't have to worry about mopping up all the blood. So, again, if you do have 98 or 99% of blood done, and you still haven't finished it, you've probably just missed a few specks up in the attic. So just go in each room and just, again, as I said earlier, go into the corner, and I thought there was some more blood, by the way, but there's not. But just go ahead, go into the corner, and press the Y button just to see if you've missed any flecks of blood. Right, now we can get rid of these big paintings. That is just a big mushroom house. So again, once you've broken them, get your garbage can back out. And again, hold the right trigger if you've got multiple to get rid of multiple. As soon as we need a bag swap, of course, we're going to head back downstairs into the kitchen. Just leave our bag there. But all of those paintings are basically in one big looping circle in that same room.
Fucking psycho.
So there is one more that we're going to grab, but we're going to grab the last piece of evidence right here. It should be just over to the right. There it is, the student ID. So now we have an ID, who she is. But yeah, that's not our job. We're not the police, we're just cleaning up, unfortunately. Which, we're cleaning up for a psycho, which is unfortunate. But there should be the last painting. Oh, yeah. Right, let's try that again. That should not be the last one, because there's one to the right of us. That's a weird old dinosaur duck thing. Now, this should be the last one. Hopefully, I've got enough room. No, I don't. I've got to go back and empty the trash can. So that is it there in the attic and the dealer's apartment. Location's cleaned, so now we'll just oh, we've got a Jesus pose going on right now. But we will very respectfully pick up the body and we will pop her down. So for us, now the only thing that we've got left to do is put all the bodies down to the truck and all 3 or 4 of the garbage cans. So what we could do is actually, from here, we can actually just see if we can throw them onto the truck themselves. But again, instead of going up and down and up and down, now don't worry, so one of the bodies in the bin bags are going to fall down directly below us, but there is a gate that we can just open up, so don't worry about that too much. But we're going to just try and have a little go. Let's see if we can get the body in the truck. Oh, so close. So again, obviously, rest in peace and everything. You know, not trying to be disrespectful, but just saves my back a bit as well, you know, saves our back, doesn't it? So yeah, what we're going to do now is just put all the rest of the bin bags and the 2 remaining bodies on the lift.
Damn, he's heavy. What now? I guess I put him in my trunk.
Oh, nuts, I already dropped one. Okay, doesn't matter. like I said, there's an open gate or there is a gate that we can go through, even if we accidentally drop one, not the truck side. So here we go. Terrible. Next one. Bingo! That's that. That's 1 out of 4 so far. Good job. Right, let's try it with Tyler. Let's see if we can get him straight in. Oh, just about over the fence. That was a dreadful throw. Now let's see if we can do it with this last lady. Okay, never. Oh, gee. Right, I didn't mean to jump down, but that's if you did do what I just done there, you do need to jump down anyway. So just tossed all the 3 bags over. Now I did try and see if we had enough strength in us, but we don't. Eek. Sorry. Oh man, now I feel bad. Again, I know you can't feel it, but I do feel bad. Let's try one more time. Yeah. Nope. Right, okay, so if we just go straight ahead in front of us, where we got the money earlier on, we can now open up this little gate. And yeah, that should be it. So now what we're going to do then, again, there should be 3 garbage bags and 3 bodies. So we'll pop them down nicely, should automatically be zipped up. So wherever you have thrown them, just make sure that all 3 are on the truck. Again, this is the main objective. So there is that. Like I said, for the smooth operator achievement, we're going to get that achievement for not breaking anything during an entire level through a bug, which we'll be able to do as soon as we get the next 2 bin bags, garbage bags, truck bags, ball bags, whatever you want to call them. Get your bags on the truck. Now, once we have done this, so everything is done. Everything in this level is 100% done. And now it should say, leave the crime scene when you're ready. So what we're going to do, we're going to save and exit to the main menu. Now, there's a couple of people on True Achievements who actually figured this out by accident. So once you have got the ready to leave the crime scene, quit to the main menu, save, quit to the main menu, completely quit out of the game, and then head back in. Go ahead and just continue the game. Obvs. And then, so there's chapter 1, bad call, and then we got to start all over again. Nah, I'm just joking with you. But you should start off where you last saved it, so just go ahead, put the tailgate up, head into your truck to complete the level. And now, again, I'm not sure if doing this will be updated in a future, update, where it doesn't work, but for now, at the time of this recording, it does work. So once you have completed the level, you should have all 300% done. The furniture, the trash, the blood, all of the 8 pieces of evidence, and we've gotten rid of the bodies as well, which should give us a 100% deception score. Plus, now the next part is just showing us how much money we've got. It doesn't matter if you've got a little bit more or a little bit less than me. You know, it will. If you need to, you can just go ahead and replay a level and steal some more stuff. Gets us up with the experience as well. But and again, shows us where we got the secrets and the cassette as well. Again, the secrets are only good for adding more skill points to upgrades. But now you should get 3 achievements. And that should be for completing the bad call mission. Completing the bad call mission with 100%. And the smooth operator achievement for completing a mission without breaking any items or creating any new stains. There was a couple of times I failed that completely, but there we go. So that's it then, guys and gals, for Chapter 1, Bad Call. So when we do come back in the next video, we will get 2 achievements straight off the bat for petting a doggy dog, and we will get on to Chapter 2. So I shall see you in the next one. Big love!